Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Good afternoon and welcome to this Grip and Rip Baseball League game between the Republic Locos and the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Rance and we are live at Meador Park in Springfield, Missouri. The GRBL in its 11th season. This is week number 3 of 7 regular season games. Locos come into this 0-2. They will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Let's let them introduce themselves in their own words.
The Republic Locos.
Number 1.
Ravani Rosalia, Willemstad, Curacao.
Number 2.
Creed Smiley, Republic, Missouri.
Number 3.
Trent Simpson, Waynesville, Missouri.
Number 4.
Colton Simons, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Number 5.
Dave Allen, Everton, Missouri.
Number 6.
Carter Rennie, Lincoln, Missouri.
Number 7.
David Gutierrez, Managua, Nicaragua.
Number 9.
Brock Robbins, Republic, Missouri.
Number 11.
Brian Sanchez, Barquisimeto, Venezuela.
Number 12.
Grant Cundiff, Fulton, Missouri.
Number 13.
Tanner Kellerstrass, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 15.
Jacob Smith, Republic, Missouri.
Number 17.
Justin, Fruit Snacks, Loudon, Lebanon, Missouri.
Number 19.
Chris Meza, Chicago, Illinois.
The Republic Locos come into this one, no wins against 2 defeats. It's been a rough start to the 2026 campaign, but history in their favor a little bit if you throw it back to 2019. The Henry's Towing High Rollers were the club that went on to win the GRBL championship and the Howard Bell Trophy that season. They started the season 0-2, so the Locos looking to get back on track today against the Ozark Mountain Ducks in this non-divisional game. Ozark trying to rebound from a 10-6 loss in the division to the Branson Showmen a week ago. Let's meet the Mountain Ducks.
The Ozark Mountain Ducks.
Number 1.
Alex Bird, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 3.
Josh Wilbanks, Douglasville, Texas.
Number 4.
AJ Musser, South Bend, Indiana.
Number 5.
Andrew Patton, Columbia, Missouri.
Number 6.
Brett Gallion, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 7.
Jamar Avery Hart, Griffith, Indiana.
Number 8.
Jamie Petty, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 10.
Ray Bailey, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 11.
Leon Griffith Jr., Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Number 12.
Seth Connor, Rogersville, Missouri.
Number 14.
Jordan Hicks, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 15.
Austin Kendrick, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 17.
Robert Prieto, Caracas, Venezuela.
Number 18.
Andrew Kendrick, Springfield, Missouri.
The Ozark Mountain Ducks 1-1 victors on the opening episode of Baseball Night in the Ozarks at the start of the season, defeating the Moon City Mavericks 8-7. then suffered a 10-6 defeat at the hands of the Branson Showmen a week ago. The Showmen will be in action tonight on Baseball Night in the Ozarks at 2-0 against the 2-0 Springfield Metropolitans. But these Mountain Ducks, 1-1 when you look at the scoring. They have put up 14 runs. They have allowed 17. So it's a club that puts the ball into play a pretty fair bit, and that is a trend that is beginning to take shape as this 11th season of the Grip and Rip goes on. We saw a lot of dominant pitchers, a lot of big-time strikeout, shut-'em-down pitchers either retire or at least opt to step away for a season. That has paved the way for this to turn into a bit more of an offensive league here in Season 11. More batted balls into play, more pressure on GRBL defenses, but more opportunities for pitchers to step up in big games. That's what we've got here when you take a look at the starting pitchers in this game between the Locos and the Mountain Ducks. It'll be A.J. Musser going for Ozark opposite Jacob Smith for Republic. We'll see Jay Smith in the bottom of this inning, but right now A.J. Musser getting loose for the Ducks. They are the home team. A.J. in 2026, 5 1/3 innings. He's allowed 8 earned runs on 7 hits, 3 strikeouts to 7 walks. That's been a bit of an Achilles heel, and 2 hit batsmen. So it's a 13.5 ERA, coming off of the season of his life with Moon City yesteryear, winning a championship. 18 innings, just 2 earned runs on 12 hits, struck out 17, walked 9, and plunked 4. It was a 1.00 ERA for the native of South Bend, Indiana. He works as a loan processor. What brought him to Southwest Missouri was attending college to get a degree in sports management at Southwest Baptist University. But AJ has since crossed over more into the financial sector, so that is his trade, and then he has traded pretty fairly in the GRBL. He will work with a familiar battery mate today in Alex Bird. Mountain Ducks on the infield going with Andrew Kendrick at third base, Seth Connor at shortstop, Brett Gallion, a stalwart, at second base. And then was going to be Leon Griffith Jr., but it is Austin Kendrick out there getting the start at first base. So that is a late switch. And then they've got Andrew Patton, Ray Bailey, and Jamar Averyhart in the outfield. So Trent Simpson will lead things off for the Locos. It'll be Simpson, the center fielder, followed by Tanner Kellerstrass, Creed Smiley, and then Colton Simons if we get there. Simpson out of Missouri Valley College, sponsored by January Social Company. He was the 2022 Rookie of the Year. He had 16 hits in 8 games that year. Simpson for his career, 42 of 136, so career average north of 300. 2 for 8 here in 2026. Watch as one go past. It is 2-0. Musser exhales sharply from the belt. Breaking pitch over the plate. That's a called Reich. Umpires for this one, it's Ed Browning behind the plate, I do believe. Nope, check that. That is not Ed Browning. That's Roberto Valdez. Ruben Apodaca is on the bases. So Roberto Valdez and Ruben Apodaca, the officials. Big thank you to the Mid-America Umpires Union for the work they do. 3-1 to Simpson. Fastball low, and he walked him. So Trent Simpson is aboard for Tanner Kellerstrass, the Republic third baseman, sponsored by Martino Training Systems. Tanner, a personal trainer from Oklahoma Wesleyan University. 3 for 8 with a triple. He has also struck out twice. Second year in the league, he was 9 for 32, batting .281 for Moon City a season ago. He was a Rookie of the Year candidate. That ended up going to his brother Matthew Kellerstrass, who was also with the Mavericks. But Matthew relocated, now lives in Colorado, so a little too far away to play on Sundays here in Springfield, Missouri. But Tanner hanging close to the hometown suiting up for the Republic Locos for his sophomore campaign. Had a good college career, hit .330, .439 on base percentage in 84 games. Watches a 1-0 go past to make it 2-0. Make it, no, 3-0. 3-0 is what went up on the umpire's hands. AJ Musser steps off. It is a bright sunny day here at Meador Park. We have hit what I do believe will be our daytime high temperature, 86. But it feels like it's 86. The humidity is not terrible at 37%. Dew points at 56. Winds are out of the north-northeast at 6 miles per hour, creating just a slight breeze. Really don't see the flag moving too much out in left center field. Keller Strauss swung and missed over the top of a slider. And the barometer has just ticked below 30. It's now at 29.99 inches of mercury. I've been keeping an eye on that. As long as that holds steady, we're not going to get any threats for rain tonight. And that is what we want. We want to get all the games in. Keller Strauss goes down on strikes. Meanwhile, the runner Simpson took off on the 2-strike pitch to steal. So he's at second base. It's going to bring up a chat on the infield as Austin Kendrick to have a visit with A.J. Musser and then the catcher Leon Griffith. So I'm just seeing this. Alex Bird was scheduled to start at catcher. He did not. And so Leon Griffith starting behind the plate. That would explain why he didn't start at first base and why Austin Kendrick is in the lineup. So a little last-minute swap around for the Mountain Ducks. Not sure if there's anything wrong with Alex Bird or if that's just a tactical decision. Batter is Creed Smiley for the Republic Locos. He is their catcher. Wears number 2, sponsored by BJ's Trophy. 2 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout is Creed, coming off of a 9 for 25 rookie campaign, where he hit .360 for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. They were championship finalists, but suffered a 1-run defeat against Moon City in October. Musser started his motion, then stopped it as time was called. So he will have to fight through a touch of frustration there. Musser back on to try to deal with Creed Smiley. Fastball goes down. It's 2-0. Likely to see similar approaches today when it comes to pitching management. Musser has really carved out a place for himself starting games, functioning as an opener. We're likely to see something similar from Republic's Jacob Smith, who has done a little bit of everything in terms of his career. He's been a starter, a middle reliever, and a closer. Smiley swung over the top of a Musser slider. That evens us up 2-2. He steps back out, and when Musser's confidence builds, so does his pace of work. So he was up on the rubber ready to go when Smiley stepped out, and he bent a slider over the outer half for a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts for A.J. Musser after surrendering a walk to Trent Simpson. Colton Simons, sponsored by Inkburst Studios and The Dugout. Representing some big hope for Republic here. Locos again at 0-2 have struggled to accumulate offense consistently. Simons, though, 2 for 5, an RBI and a triple, and then, oh goodness, They tried a pick throw at second, and the ball went into center field. That's going to allow Trent Simpson to move to third. And yeah, you don't have to be a body language expert to tell A.J. Musser is frustrated with what just happened there. Simons hitting .400, on base percentage above .500 with a couple of walks. Checked it, yes he did. But RBI opportunity knocking here, 0-1 for the native of Las Vegas, Nevada, who now lives in Republic, playing for the Locos for a second year. Third year in the GRBL for Colton. Swung and missed. As Musser went slider in. Righty on righty this matchup. It's now an 0-2. Oh, goodness. And then Musser, something just, I think an insect flew onto his face as he very quickly, very violently brushed his face, and time was called. He was already set, but thankfully the officials are understanding there. So Musser, the 0-2. Simons puts it in the air to right. Jamar Averyhart tracks it down and he makes the catch. Throw to the plate and a tag. They got him at the plate. So Simpson is out at home, and that is the inning. 0-0 is the score. Jamar Averyhart keeps a runner off. Apologies there, I thought that was 2 outs. That ended up being a 2-out play. So the Locos empty-handed in the first. We are back with the Mountain Ducks' first swings on the other side of this break.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meisner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Watching at home and not just listening, got a good look at the replay of that play at the plate. A little closer than we thought there, but Jamar Averyhart, the right fielder for the Mountain Ducks, has always had a don't run on that arm kind of arm. Jacob Smith is the starter for the Republic Locos today. 2026, he has pitched 7 innings, allowing 8 earned runs on 13 hits, striking out 7, walking 3. So ERA a little higher than he would like, but looking to settle in. He's typically pretty comfortable in the starter's role. Starts Brett Gallion off with a strike. Gallion, the Ozark second baseman, 4 for 8, a couple of RBIs and a double to his credit. Make it 5 for 9 as Gallion, at 38 years old, continues producing like a man about 2 decades younger. That's a nice piece. And he is aboard for Andrew Kendrick. So the Ozark third baseman, Andrew Kendrick from Springfield, Missouri, played college baseball at Youngstown State. He's 2 for 6. Couple of doubles, a run batted in, and he has drawn 3 walks, striking out just once. This is Andrew's return to the GRBL. So he played in the Grip and Rip in 2019, had a great rookie year. He was actually a finalist for the MVP award, playing for his older brother Austin as the player manager. 12 hits in 9 games for Andrew that year. Grounds this one to the second baseman. There's a flip for one. Rennie's throw to Allen is in time, so that is Brock Robbins to Carter Rennie to Dave Allen on a 4-6-3 double play by the Locos. Got Creed Smiley behind the plate. Tanner Kellerstrass is their third baseman. Grant Cundiff, Trent Simpson, and Colton Simons in the outfield. It's pretty good defensive alignment here, and I have to believe that was the thought process for GRBL veteran Chris Mesa, trying to put the strongest defensive group he thought was possible out on the field to start this game against the Mountain Ducks. Well, Jacob Smith tried to throw a slider that didn't slide, and he ended up hitting the shortstop Seth Connor in the back. So Connor is aboard. He's at first with 2 outs, and the batter is the cleanup hitter Ray Bailey for the Mountain Ducks. He is the center fielder today. 1 for 8 with a double this season, and oh goodness, a steal attempt. Creed Smiley, the catcher, popped up with it and then just lost the handle on the ball on the exchange. So a steal for Connor puts him into scoring position in a scoreless game. Bottom of the first, 2 outs. Locos trying to get off the field. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. So Ray Bailey from Kickapoo High School in Springfield, Missouri, played club baseball at the University of Missouri. 1-1, grounded up the middle. Smith takes it off his shin, up with it, had to bounce the throw, but he got it there in time. Dave Allen picks it, and the Locos do indeed get off the field on the 1-3. So we've played 1, 0-0 is the score. Locos and Mountain Ducks. Inning number 2 coming your way next. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball. Big thank you to our streaming sponsor all season long, Central Bank of the Ozarks. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Two managers in this one. Chris Mesa for the Locos, Austin Kendrick for the Ozark Mountain Ducks, have a friendship that goes way back to their college days at Missouri State University. They were on the club baseball team there. But a friendship for life was formed during those formidable college years, so much so Chris Mesa, the best man at Austin Kendrick's wedding. So this game, the Locos, the Mountain Ducks, happens once a year every regular season. It's a best friend battle between those two, managerially speaking. Grant Cundiff steps in. He's sponsored by C&H Industrial Reman. Mountain Ducks defensively, it's Leon Griffith behind the dish, Austin Kendrick at first, Andrew Kendrick over at third, with Seth Connor and Brett Gallion up the middle. Andrew Patton, Ray Bailey, and Jamar Avery Hart on the outfield. And Avery Hart, the right fielder, has already kept a run off the board with a throw that gunned down Trent Simpson at the plate in the first. So Grant Cundiff from Fulton, Missouri. He went to North Callaway High School in Kingdom City. 3 for 6 with 4 runs batted in. A home run, a triple, 1 walk, 1 strikeout for Cundiff. Off to a heck of a start in his first 2 games. He's ahead 2-1 here as A.J. Musser tried to come back with a fastball, but that is low. Grant Cundiff looked at a strike on the inner half there. So yeah, Grant, a mechanical engineer, got his degree from University of Missouri S&T. Didn't play baseball there, was putting the stud in study. That is well hit in the air into left center. That's going to get down for extra bases, and the meteoric 2026 season continues for Grant Cundiff, who now has 3 extra base hits in his first 3 games of the season, and he has already usurped his hit total from 2025 with the Springfield Metropolitans. I think it's safe to say Grant Cundiff feels good seeing the ball well, and he has absolutely been a bright spot for the Locos. He is in scoring position for Carter Rennie. GRBL veteran now, hard to say that for a guy in his mid-20s, but Carter broke in as soon as he made the age minimum, more or less. He's 25 years old. This is his 5th season in the GRBL. 3 seasons prior with the Branson Showmen, 1 with Moon City. Some new digs here in 2026. Grounded right side. Gallion, the second baseman, had to hurry, but he made the flip to the first baseman, Austin Kendrick, in time to record the first out. And that did allow Grant Cundiff to get to third, where he is in position to create an ample opportunity for Brock Robbins, rookie construction worker from Republic, Missouri, playing for the hometown club here. Brock 1 for 4, has drawn a walk. He has scored 2 runs. What's impressed me about Robbins, he can grind. He can definitely extend at-bats. He looked a lot more comfortable at the plate just going from game 1 to game 2. And he runs the bases well. If he gets on, look out. 1-0 pitch from Musser is inside to Robbins. So 2-0 the count for Brock. That is outside. It is now 3-0. Saw a great social media video. I think it was Brock's dad actually posted it, but I think he was he's excited to see Brock back on a baseball field. From some of the narration, he was living and dying with every pitch and every play. And Robbins draws a walk, so we talked about it. Second base unoccupied. He may try to take off and create a bit of a diversion on the base paths. He is on for David Allen, so first and third for Dave Allen out of Everton, Missouri. He now resides in Republic. 1 for 3 with a double this season. And now Allen calls time, steps out. So we've seen Musser call time for an insect attack. Allen, I think, stepping out just to wipe sweat there. Hops back in. Locos with rookie David Gutierrez in the on-deck circle. Allen looked at a strike on the inner half. Pretty square batting stance in that right-handed batter's box. Musser bent a slider into the zone. It is now 0-2. Musser delivers. That's down. Good restraint from Allen there not to go down and fish for it. The 1-2, that is swung on. Down on strikes he goes. That is the second out this inning, so the Locos not quite done yet. 2 gone. Runners on the corners for rookie David Gutierrez. He is originally from Managua, Nicaragua, now lives in Springfield, Missouri. Works as an assembler. He's been seeing it well, hitting 2 for 5. 2 runs batted in, has also drawn a walk, so a .500 on-base percentage. He is the Locos extra hitter at this stage in the game. But he's played some shortstop, he can play some third base, can play some second. One of those guys who has shown a lot of potential. Maybe some rookie jitters as well. That's a breaking ball, and that hits Gutierrez on his lead arm, the left arm. And so that extends the inning. It loads him up for the number 10 man in the order. This is the Locos pitcher, Jacob Smith. And so Jake Smith swings a decent bat. You look back, so the last time he played in the GRBL was 2021. He's had some time away, but he swung a good bat for Moon City that year, 3 for 8 with 3 singles. It was feast or famine, as he also struck out 4 times, but bottom line is, if Jacob Smith can put one into play here against A.J. Musser, the Locos are going to have a fighting chance to score first. Musser laboring through this top of the second, comes home with a breaking ball. Jacob Smith swung on, fouled it back. So the 2 starting pitchers here, Musser, the loan processor. Jacob Smith works in software, financial software as a matter of fact, so these guys crunch numbers and code all day. And now they are foes on the ball diamond on Sunday. 0-1 to Smith, fastball outside. And for Jay Smith, yeah, you want a hit, but in terms of scoring a run, a walk just as good as a single here. Fielder's playing him pretty well straight away. Slight shade to pull in the outfield, and Smith chased a slider there, swing and a miss. Right back in he goes. No batting gloves for Jacob Smith. He's got that old school approach. Musser nods, sets up from the belt, from the stretch position, the 1-2 outside. So we're back even. It is deuces wild to the pitcher from Crane, Missouri, Jacob Smith. Now lives in Republic. He's proud of that. He's proud to be playing for the Locos. 2-2 is down. It gets away from the catcher, Griffith, and a run will score. Cundiff comes home on a wild pitch. Musser touching his chest, telling Griffith, that's me, not you. But it is 1-0. The Locos score. And they also advance the 2 tail runners. So it's second and third. First base now unoccupied, and the count is 3-2. Jay Smith. And now Musser has shaken 2, and now Smith calls time. Yeah, he was in there for a long time, ready to hit, and Musser kept shaking Griffith. Tense situation in the second inning. Republic out to a 1-0 lead, trying to add to it here. 3-2 payoff pitch from Musser. Struck him out looking. Well, that ends the inning, but the Locos have drawn first blood on the Mountain Ducks. 1-0. Republic leads Ozark. Back with more Grip and Rip baseball in a moment.
Hey folks, this is Curtis Millsap from Millsap Farms here in Springfield. We'd love to welcome you out to the farm. Stop by our self-serve farm stand for fresh eggs, pasture-raised meats, seasonal produce, flowers, raw honey, kombucha, and plenty of other local favorites. Or catch us each week at the Farmers Market of the Ozarks with sweet corn, watermelons, cantaloupe, cherry tomatoes, and so much more. Want to enjoy the best of what we're growing and making all season long? Join our CSA. Customize your share with vegetables, herbs, pasture-raised meats, artisan sourdough bread, and a variety of other farm favorites picked to fit your family's table. Then on Thursday evenings, come gather with us for pizza night. Wood-fired pizza featuring the season's harvest, live music, and a fun evening under the Ozark sky. Visit millsapfarms.com or follow Millsap Farms on Facebook to learn more. Sign up for our grocery subscriptions or reserve your spot for pizza night. Millsap Farms, good food, good people, and a place to gather. We'll see you soon.
Republic Locos lead the Ozark Mountain Ducks 2-1, or 1-0, excuse me. Jeez, I was thinking about the inning. It is the second inning, bottom of the second, to be more specific. Mountain Ducks sending up 5, 6, 7 here. So Andrew Patton, Jordan Hicks, Jamar Averyhart due up for Ozark. We'd see Leon Griffith if anybody gets on safely. Rance Berger with you here live at Meador Park. It's been the home of the GRBL for the past 2 seasons. We're excited. The full-time move that was effective at the start of GRBL Season 10 has been a good one. The players overwhelmingly like playing here. They like the surface. They like the player-specific facilities. And it's under a 3-stage long-term renovation through a partnership by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board and Drury University Athletics. Andrew Patton grounds this one into play. It's to the shortstop. Carter Rennie throws on the run. That will get Patton. And Rennie was moved around a little bit. He was playing second base primarily a week ago. Back home at that shortstop position, and you see the value he adds. Carter is no doubt a plus defender. And even though he broke in when he was 21, he's 25 now, so aging, but 25, that's young man stuff here in the Grip and Rip. There's a Steerike to Jordan Hicks, the Ozark extra hitter. We've watched Carter grow up a little bit. He's fallen in love, gotten married, welcomed his son into the world. So even though he's probably not getting a whole lot of quality sleep with a toddler at home, still an outstanding shortstop. And here's a hopper to him. Nope, that's going to be cut off by the third baseman, Tanner Kellerstrass. He said, look out, Carter, I want to get in on the fun. And TK ended up running all the way across on the cool-down lap there. But Tanner can scoot. Showed a good glove, and he threw a dart over there to Dave Allen at first. That's a good left side there. Tanner Kellerstrass, Carter Rennie. Chris Mesa's got to feel good about sending those guys out there week in, week out. So here's Jamar Averyhart, speaking of plus defenders. He showed off his throwing arm in the first inning, keeping a run off the board. Native of Griffith, Indiana. Actually one of 2 Indiana natives on the Ozark roster this year, along with A.J. Musser. And Jamar 2 for 7 in 2026. Well, he won't improve on that here, but the on-base percentage goes up as he just got hit by a pitch. So Averyhart is on with 2 away. Opportunity knocking here for the Ozark catcher, Leon Griffith Jr. From Virginia Beach, Virginia. Also lived for a time in Pensacola, Florida, but now resides in Springfield, Missouri. 32 years old, out of Seminole State College. He is a roofing inspector, also works as a baseball umpire. He is working his way up through the ranks in umpiring. So he'll call some youth games, some high school games, but he's working toward levels beyond that. Leon 1 for 6 at the plate here in 2026. One of those guys for whom his versatility is really an asset. You know, Leon can really play just about all 9 positions. He's pitched, he's caught, he can play the field. There's a stolen base for Jamar Averyhart. Brock Robbins tried to sell that, but field umpire Ruben Apodaca not buying. So a steal for Averyhart puts the tying run into scoring position. Griffith representing the go-ahead for Ozark, but he's down here 0-2. Jacob Smith trying to wiggle out. Griffith puts it in the air, center field. Trent Simpson tracking it for the Locos, and yeah, all-star center fielder makes an all-star play there. That is out number 3. We will go to the 3rd inning. 1-0. Republic leads the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Back with more in a moment.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meisner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Got a Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. They have gone to the pen for the first time today. So A.J. Musser's pitching day is done, and the Mountain Ducks will turn to rookie Jamie Petty. Jamie Petty, 38 years old, wears number 8. He's from Springfield, Missouri. Played college ball at Three Rivers College. We saw him pitch in the preseason, but this will be his first inning of record in the Grip and Rip Baseball League. Jamie Petty, the general manager of a Sam's Club store. He is also a non-commissioned officer in the Missouri National Guard. So Petty's been ready for this. He's been looking for some opportunities. Austin Kendrick has wanted to get him some run, and he's going to try it here against the Republic Locos. Bringing Petty on with the Ducks trailing 1-0, top of the 3rd. A lot of baseball to play, so sort of a blank canvas for Petty to paint with. Other than that, Ozark is defensively aligned as it started the game. It's still Leon Griffith catching. Andrew Kendrick is the 3rd baseman. Seth Connor at short. Brett Gallion at 2nd, and Austin Kendrick at 1st base. Still Andrew Patton, Ray Bailey, and Jamar Averyhart on the outfield grass. Back to the top of the order go the Locos. So the first batter Jamie Petty will face is Trent Simpson. Starts him off. Slider down. Ball 1. Petty rocks and deals. Trying off speed again. That's outside. So yeah, heart's got to be pumping. This is his debut. This is what he signed up for, what he tried out for. But those debut nerves have got to be screaming. 3-0. That's outside, and Trent Simpson draws a walk. Not the worst thing when you've got a guy with the level of danger that Trent Simpson presents as a hitter. But nonetheless, the Locos' leadoff man is on by way of the free pass for the second time today. It'll bring up Tanner Kellerstrass. Well, we saw Tanner play some slick defense. He'd like to ratchet up the hitting here. 3 for 8 on the season is Kellerstrass. There's a check throw from Jamie Petty over to first base. Kellerstrass sponsored by Martino Training Systems. Breaking ball hit hard up the middle. That will get through. Into center field it goes. No chance for Simpson to go for third. So Tanner Kellerstrass settles for a knock. And the Locos have 2 train cars out there. For Creed Smiley, first and second, nobody out here in the third. Smiley coming off of 9 hits in 9 games with the Mountain Ducks as a rookie. He is now hitting 2 for 4, so average fell to 500 with a strikeout against Musser his last time up. He bunts, and that will trickle foul. Griffith will quickly touch that up. And we will set him up and do it again. Not a bad idea there from Creed Smiley, sponsored by BJ's Trophy. Playing a little small ball, banking on Republic's defense, but also knowing 1-0 is probably not going to do it today, and will probably not do it in a grip and rip game with the amount of scoring we have seen thus far in season 11. The tides have shifted. It's very much a hitter's league, a lot more batted balls into play, a lot more stress on defenses. Ozark's defense looking stressed here. They are playing in double play depth, and now also after Smiley showed bunt, pinching in on the corners a little more. The Kendrick brothers, first and third. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Smiley. Jamie Petty with the high socks and the bright orange shoes comes home, and he got Smiley to swing and miss. Oh, and a balk is called. So a balk advances the runners. And Petty wanted a little clarification. He got some. Field umpire is Ruben Apodaca. So we'll do the 1-2 again. I do believe. Yes, 1-2. We'll do it again. So 2 Locos in scoring position. They're looking to add to a 1-run lead. Pitch over the plate, and Griffith down into the butterfly position to block. Evens us back up. So we're 2-2, nobody out, 2 men on. Locos putting some pressure on the Mountain Ducks. That was bent over the plate, and now the count is full. Creed Smiley working deep into the plate appearance. Petty comes set, and he struck him out. So there's the strikeout pitch Petty was looking for. That's a big punch out, but he is by no means out of trouble yet. That's just the first out. So Colton Simons, sponsored by Inkburst Studios and the Dugout, steps up here. Flew out to right field first time. So Colton is in his 3rd year in the GRBL. Chops this one foul. So Colton Simons works in sales. He also coaches youth baseball. Also does training sessions one-on-one with players. 1-0 breaking pitch is on the inner half for a strike. Also the owner of some long, flowing, glorious chestnut brown hair out of the back of that batting helmet. The 0-2 from Petty. No. Outside, Jamie touched his chest, communicating very clearly with Leon Griffith. That was his mistake. Double play depth for the Mountain Ducks. They are again pinching in on the corners. Simons hammers this one down the left field line. It's tailing, but that is a fair ball, or not. Oh goodness, I thought they called that fair. And now the Locos will have to reload. So foul ball is the call down the left field line. Simons will come back for a 1-2, and the runners will go back as well. Petty missed, down and away. Nice block from Griffith to keep the runners in place. So 2 up here. Petty in his GRBL pitching debut. He worked hard throughout the winter. He was doing a throwing program indoors, getting himself ready for what you see right here. As Simons pulls this one foul. We'll do it again. So Jamie took it seriously, came in with a professional grade attitude, way of carrying himself. He impressed in the preseason and getting a nice opportunity right here for the Mountain Ducks in a early game pressure situation. Ball goes off the mitt to the backstop. Locos will score. It is 2-0. That's a tough break for the Ozark battery. The count is now full for Simons. 1 out and a runner at third now. That's Kellerstrass. As Trent Simpson scored the run, and Simons fouls this one off. That was a long plate appearance. He's fouled off a couple of 2-strike pitches. Colton Simons was really putting Jamie Petty to the test here. Payoff. Misses high, and he walked him. Well, it's a good plate appearance for Simons, it's got to be said. A long one, but he got the result he wanted. He's on. And he is on for the hottest bat in the Republic lineup, Grant Cundiff. Sponsored by C&H Industrial Reman. Cundiff now 4 for 7. 3 of those 4 hits are extra bases. A home run in the opener, a triple a week ago. He's already got a double today. Batting here with runners on the corners, 1 out. Fastball swung on. This is lined and tailing foul. That'll get out of play right field side. Into the Locos bullpen it went. Nobody is in the Locos bullpen. So, leading me to believe they're content to let Jacob Smith keep going in the bottom part of this inning. Petty's 1-1 is swung on, grounded. A dive from Connor, but the ball got through beyond his reach. Another run scores for the Locos. It's an RBI base hit for Grant Cundiff. He now has 5 in 3 games. When you're hot, you're hot. And that single into left field helps him stay hot. It is 3-0. Locos out in front. And the train is building steam. First and second for Carter Rennie. Grounded out to second, his first time up. Ozark will keep the infielders at double play depth. But they are playing Rennie to pull. Rennie looking for his first hit of the season. Does already have an RBI, a sacrifice fly. So Petty's pitch to Rennie goes inside. And Carter Rennie draws the free pass. Little scoring discrepancy here. Sorry for the awkward silence. I'm trying to sort out what I've got going on here in my life. I think it's 3-0, guys. I know we're showing 4, but I'm showing 3-0. Simpson scored, Kellerstrass scored, Smiley struck out. Simons is right there. He's the lead runner. So yeah, should be 3-0. And now the Locos are coming off the field. Ozark is going to make a pitching change, and we will step aside, sort out the scoring. Sorry for scoring the game out loud there. It's going to be a pitching change for Ozark when we come back.
Mr. Callahan, let's play Word Connect.
I don't want to.
I'll start.
I'm not gonna.
Air.
Services.
Professional.
Trustworthy.
Quality.
Satisfaction.
Every day.
Overnight.
24/7. Repair.
Replace.
Air.
Water.
Heating.
Cooling.
VIP.
Membership. Okay, that's good.
Okay, that's bad.
Stop.
Go.
Jimmy!
Mr. Callahan!
Fired.
Hired. That was fun. Again?
Call Air Services today.
At Inkburst Studios, we create custom apparel with unmatched quality and craftsmanship. We specialize in premium DTF printing that melts seamlessly into any fabric, delivering vibrant color, incredible durability, and a smooth, soft finish that looks as good as it feels. Bold prints, superior quality, built with purpose. InkburstStudios.com.
All right, Andrew Kendrick is the new pitcher for the Ozark Mountain Ducks, and we've got the scoring discrepancy straightened out. It is 3-0 Locos this inning. Trent Simpson and Tanner Kellerstrass have scored runs. Chalk up an RBI for Grant Cundiff. So 3-0. Locos out in front, but the bases are chucked here for Brock Robbins. He's going to bat with runners on all 3 bases, facing Andrew Kendrick coming on in relief. So Andrew made his pitching debut a week ago against the Showmen, an inning and a third, no runs, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and a hit batsman. Fires a fastball at 77 miles per hour. That's low, ball 1. And that, friends, is why we get second opinions sometimes when it comes to keeping track of the ball game. Brock Robbins lifts one into center field. Ray Bailey tracking it for the Mountain Ducks. He makes the catch. Locos are going to tag up. Colton Simons coming home. They will not cut the throw. Simons is safe, and now it is 4-0 for the Locos. Be a sacrifice fly for Brock Robbins there. And a run comes across. So 4-0. It's going to be 2 out. And it sets up first and second for David Allen. So Dave, my understanding, ran a sprint triathlon yesterday. It was the first triathlon of his athletic career. He did well. He did the race in about an hour and 5 minutes. 300-meter swim, an 8-kilometer bike ride, and a 5-kilometer run. And he did all that without really training the transitions or some of the things that the real serious triathletes do. By all accounts, he just kind of showed up to see what he could accomplish trying his hand at the sport. So if you can do a sprint try in an hour 5 on your first try, that's moving. That pitch was moving from Andrew Kendrick. It's a strikeout. And that'll get the Ozark Mountain Ducks defense off the field. But the Locos, plate 3 in the third. RBIs for Grant Cundiff and Brock Robbins. It is now 4-0. Republic. Mountain Ducks will try to answer on the bottom of the third. That's when we come back.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
Own Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
Jacob Smith returns to the mound for the Republic Locos, now protecting a 4-run lead over the Ozark Mountain Ducks. So Jay Smith with a little bit of room, but he knows all too well a 4-run lead, especially in the third inning, is not a safe lead. This Ozark team has come back from a 6-run deficit at the hands of the Moon City Mavericks earlier this season, ended up winning the ball game 8-7. Scoring 7 unanswered runs on the first episode of Baseball Night in the Ozarks of Season 11. Austin Kendrick takes the first offering from Jacob Smith and smacks it to the gap in right center field. Thinking about 2, he is going to go for 2. Throw coming in, but Kendrick's slide is under the tag of the shortstop, Carter Rinney. And Kendrick slides for the double. So Austin Kendrick batting in the 9th spot. And this is Jamie Petty. So Petty batting in the pitcher's position. However, he is now effectively the DH, I do believe, or is the EH. Petty looking for his first GRBL hit. This is his 5th plate appearance. There's a bouncer in front of the catcher, Creed Smiley. That'll make the count 2-1. And Jacob Smith typically throws everything out of the stretch position, so it doesn't do much to take him out of his element, runners on versus no runners on. What's always made him good is it's really the same, the delivery looks very similar each time. So he disguises pitches well. 3-1 is a called strike to Petty. And it is full, 3-2. Smith misses up and out, and he walks Jamie Petty. Back to the top of the order go the Mountain Ducks. And that'll bring up one of their top hitters, the second baseman rather, Brett Gallion. 5 for 9, 2 RBIs. He's got 1 double. He's also been hit by a pitch and walked. So Brett hot out of the gate for the Ducks. That one bounces. Good block from Smiley, keeping the ball in front. No chance for the Ozark runners to take off. And now time is called. Locos, this is not Chris Mesa. This is actually Justin Loudon out to talk to Jacob Smith real quick. A couple of infielders coming in to chat as well. The right side guys, Dave Allen and David Gutierrez. I think that was just more to hear whatever it was Loudon had to say to Smith. It ended with a firm pat and a go get 'em. So that's what he will try to do, 1-0 facing Brett Gallion. Who is now, with this 5 for 9, is hitting 24 of 59 since returning to the GRBL in 2024 after taking a long time off. Swings and pulls this one foul, third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smith taking a minute this time to get the sign from the catcher Creed Smiley before the 1-2. Oh, and he bounced it, but Smiley up with it again. He's just being a wall. Good stuff from Creed back there, second-year man from Republic, Missouri. Got a lot of locos on this roster who live in Republic playing for the hometown club. 2-2 to Gallion, swung on, pulled. Oh, it bounces off Smith's forearm. And no shot on the infield. Locos just going to hang on. So Gallion reaches first safely. And they will chalk that as an infield single for Brett. Not exactly a line drive to the gap. Although I'm sure it might be one if he ends up recounting the story of this game about 10 years from now. First and second for the Mountain Ducks. Andrew Kendrick, the third baseman, well, now the pitcher, after a change, is the batter. Grounded to second last time into a double play. So Kendrick from Springfield, Missouri, went to Highland Community College in Highland, Kansas, and then finished out at Youngstown State in Ohio. So played in the GRBL in 2019, moved back to Ohio, and then relocated back to Springfield. And that was definitely talked about in the hot stove discussion, if you will, as we prepared for GRBL Season 11. Andrew Kendrick's going to come back. Is Austin Kendrick going to be able to land him in the draft? And he had to use the number 5 overall pick. So the Mountain Ducks' first round pick was spent on the manager's brother, Andrew Kendrick. But, you know, baseball-wise, I don't think anybody had a problem with that. It was a pick that certainly had merit, as Andrew stayed active in baseball, been playing in different leagues, but just a 6-year gap in GRBL seasons. The 2-1 breaking ball swung on, that is clapped just foul. Trickle out down the left field line, but it stays on the playing surface, so we'll get another pause. This game now an hour 2 minutes old. We're in the bottom of the third. 4-0 is the score. Locos lead the Mountain Ducks. This is popped way up. Ball now just starting its descent, and that is going to fall to the carpet. Locos can't come up with it. Austin Kendrick scores. Infield fly is called. So Andrew Kendrick is out, but the run stands. So 4-1, a little bit of less than conventional run manufacture there. But Andrew Kendrick called out by way of the infield fly rule. It is now 4-1. Mountain Ducks are on the board. It's a runner at third for Seth Connor, the batter. So Petty is that runner. Seth Connor from Rogersville, Missouri. 3 for 8. Got hit by a pitch first time up, looked at a strike, and then Brett Gallion steals. So now 2 Mountain Ducks in scoring position. Seth Connor represents a tying run. And with 1 out, still a big opportunity for the Mountain Ducks. Two-one. That is up the middle and into center field. Seth Connor is going to get an RBI base hit as Petty scores. Gallion is trucking for home, throws off line. He's going to get there. We got a 1-run game, 4-3. Seth Connor with a 2 RBI base hit into center field. Ducks quacking and cracking. Connor into scoring position. He's on for Ray Bailey. Bailey had a home run in the preseason in a scrimmage. So he's got the power, but instead this is going to be grounded to the second baseman. Gutierrez throw to Dave Allen is in time for the out, but that's just the second out this inning, and he did advance the runner. So Seth Connor, 90 feet away from tying the ball game, standing there at third, and he is there for Andrew Patton. So Patton is 4 for 9, 3 RBIs, a triple, a walk, and a strikeout. This GRBL rookie from Columbia, Missouri. Played for 3 different colleges, spent 2 summers in Bismarck, North Dakota with the Bismarck Larks in the Northwoods League. Played professionally overseas, Valenciennes, France, playing for the Valenciennes Vipers. 40 hits in 32 games overseas. Told us the velocity is a few notches higher here in the Grip and Rip League. That wasn't about velocity, that was movement. Jacob Smith just threw a nasty 66-mile-per-hour breaking ball to jump ahead 0-2. And Smith, you can tell there's some frustration here. He's not happy to have watched a 4-run lead turn into a 1-run lead. And he's coming downhill. Smiley lost it on the bounce. Play at the plate. No. It's a tie ball game. Seth Connor very astutely comes home. Just diving through a small window to make it 4-4. So Connor is home on the wild pitch. Tie ball game. Andrew Patton puts one in the air to right. Back goes Simons for the Locos. That is off the wall, and then Simons has crashed the wall. He may be hurt from that. Patton coming around. He is going to go for the full lap. Ball coming in at the plate. Safe is Andrew Patton. He has just gone all the way round. Inside the park home run by Andrew Patton, the most exciting play in baseball. And the Locos out meanwhile to check on their right fielder. Colton Simons is hurt. He is up and walking around. And that's the thing about the inside the park home run, is usually you need somebody to suffer some sort of misfortune out there. And that is an assessment of what happened on that play. It was a well-struck ball by Andrew Patton that just was kept inside the park by the wall. And Simons gave chase, crashed the wall. But that is a corrugated metal outfield wall. The ball can carom sometimes at an odd angle. That's what happened there. Just took the Locos outfielders a long time to find it and throw it, play at the plate, but Andrew Patton is safe inside the park home run. It will be the way that is scored, and it is 5-4. Mountain Ducks in front for the first time today, having a big third inning. Jordan Hicks falls behind 0-1. It's got to be frustrating for Jacob Smith and the Locos. Started off with a double by Austin Kendrick, a walk to Jamie Petty, infield single off of the pitcher's body, an infield fly. Seth Connor notched a 2 RBI single out into center field. Then you have a wild pitch bringing in a run, and then an inside the park home run on a wall crasher. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jordan Hicks. Jacob Smith misses high. We're 2-2. So it's deuces wild for Hicks. Smith sets, winds and deals. That time he missed low, so 3-2. Locos have Justin Loudon up getting warm in the bullpen. It is quiet in the Ozark pen down the left field line. There's a punch out for Jacob Smith to get himself out of the inning. That ends the third, but the Mountain Ducks do some damage. 5 runs in the third. The exclamation mark and inside the park home run by Andrew Patton makes it Ozark 5, Republic 4. Back in a moment with inning number 4.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
Own Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com. Back live at Meador Park, Andrew Kendrick on the mound for the Ozark Mountain Ducks, now pitching with the lead. Mountain Ducks lead the Locos 5-4. My name is Rance Berger, being joined by Grip and Rip Baseball League Commissioner Tony Lewis. And Tony, what did we ever say? No lead is safe in the GRBL, especially not in Season 11, as the Mountain Ducks hang 5 on the board in the third.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Austin Kendrick about this, actually. It's a different look to the league. You know, when you lose 3 pitchers like we did at the beginning of the year due to, you know, life situations, Skylar Henson, Cole Roark, and Trey Turner, it basically turns our league from a pitcher's league to an offensive one. And so, yeah, you're starting to see a lot higher scores, which, you know, from a crowd standpoint, is actually more entertaining.
More batted balls in play, more pressure on defenses, more hits, and yeah, more scoring. We've been seeing that too. David Gutierrez stands in for the Locos, got hit by a pitch first time up, so he's 2 for 5 with a couple of runs batted in. 1-1 here, facing Andrew Kendrick. Andrew ran that in high and tight to make it 2-1.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a beauty of a 63-mile-per-hour something rather that had some sweeping movement away from the righty.
Gutierrez did everything but swing on that one.
Ooh. And then Kendrick comes back with the fastball. For him, the fastball 77. I did not expect Andrew Kendrick to take the pitcher's mound. He's now done it in back-to-back weeks for Ozark, and he's looked the part, to be fair.
Wow.
Gutierrez looking the part there. He now has a 3-game hitting streak as that ball sent out into center field. And Gutierrez now 3 for 6, hitting .500 for the Locos.
Yeah, that shot right up the middle, as my dad would say, that is a hit in any man's ball league, and that is a hit in the GRBL for sure.
So here's Jay Smith, probably a little frustrated with the way his 3rd inning went. Jacob Smith going to try to answer back with the bat. That is poked, but that will tail foul out of play. Going to stay inside. Little 50-cent foul ball for somebody from the Bank of Missouri. Has the Bank of Missouri, Tony, gotten tired of how many of their quarters we've been giving away on a consistent basis?
Oh, got a bunt on its
Yeah,
foul.
a little trickler from Jacob Smith. That was a nice idea, but it rolled just foul. Good patience from really all 3 of those guys on the Mountain Ducks: Hicks, Griffith, and Andrew Kendrick.
Nah, the title line likes that transaction. Not many transactions people coming into the bank, but hey, we always love when we get to hand out some currency. So yeah, we got plenty rolled quarters for the entire season.
I think most of the foul ball money gets turned right back around at the concession stand here at Meador Park. So, you know, I'm sure somebody at the Chamber of Commerce has one of those figures, like every dollar spent locally translates into $3 for the economy. You know, you've heard that kind of thing, Tony. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're watching that at the micro level here, right? Just within the confines of Meador Park. So 0-2 to Smith. This is chopped into play. Jordan Hicks, the 3rd baseman, will not come up with it. Gutierrez safe. Yeah, I think he made the mistake of looking up at Gutierrez as that ball was coming his way, and that cost him. So safe at first.
You know, that Jacob Smith. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. That yeah, that would have had to have been fielded cleanly. That was going to be bang bang, even if he did field it cleanly. But you know, unfortunately, you got 2 guys on, no outs, and Trent Simpson here is a dangerous hitter to have with runners in scoring position.
Yep. Trent, sponsored by January Social Company. Nothing for nothing today. He has drawn walks both times, so batting average seems stuck at 250. He's 2 for 8 on the season. 42 hits in a career that began in 2022. 16 hits as a rookie that year with the Locos, and he won the Rookie of the Year award. 0-1 is clubbed. Oh, but a great snag by Austin Kendrick, and then a smart throw to second base. The shortstop, Seth Connor, is there. That's going to be the out they get, so they take a lead runner off. Sets up 1st and 3rd. And a nice job of base running by Simpson and by Gutierrez to make sure the Mountain Ducks were not going to be able to generate a double play off that.
If I'm Trent, I'm talking to AK right now and be like, how could you are still like a cat over here. You just took an RBI double away from me.
That was a great snag. It is 1st and 3rd. Tanner Kellerstrass, the batter, who is 1 for 1, single and a walk today. Sponsored by Martino Training Systems.
This is a sophomore, and the GRBL is just very athletic.
Yep, 4 for 9. Oh, goodness, that is skied, and that's going to get out of play. But yeah, Tanner looks the part of a professional personal trainer, and that's because he is one. 3 seasons of college baseball at Oklahoma Wesleyan. Before that, he was a Glendale Falcon. He is the grandson of Missouri Sports Hall of Famer Horner Askins. That's a name Springfieldians know from way back.
Oh, that's a fair ball.
That is ripped up the left field line. Gutierrez scores for the Locos to make it 5-5. Simpson will woe up at 3rd, but we are tied off one swing of the bat from Tanner Kellerstrass. And a little train whistle, Selly there, standing on top of second base as well. So TK has himself an RBI. That is somehow his first of the season. That's kind of hard to believe.
That's his first RBI this season?
It is, yeah.
Wow.
So he had 4 RBIs with Moon City. You know, I guess he's been hitting in the 2 spot. And the Locos offense has sputtered up to today. Oh, goodness. Well, yeah, get him on. Creed Smiley wears one right on the insignia above the number 2 on the back of his jersey. So that's a hit by pitch. And that loads the bases. Ranceberger here live with Tony Lewis, at least for this inning. Tony's got some big fish to fry tonight as his Branson Showmen take on the Springfield Metropolitans. Both teams 2-0. Tony, only one of you is going to wake up tomorrow morning undefeated.
Colton Simons watches the ball there. Yeah, we've been talking about it this week in our group chat. We know what's at stake tonight, so we're excited for tonight's edition of Baseball Night in the Ozarks.
We'll unpack that in a second. Glad to see Colton Simons just back up batting here after he crashed the outfield wall. That is skied up into shallow center. It's going to be Gallion, the second baseman, handling that for the Mountain Ducks to get the out. But, you know, Simons stayed in the game, and then he's going to stay in the batting order there. Probably a little sore, but not hurting enough to leave the contest.
Hate to see that with one out, but you know, as long as you have an out to left and you have Grant Cundiff up, then something really good can happen for you.
2 for 2 today is Cundiff. 5 for 8 for the season now, and 3 of those 5 are extra base hits. He's also got 5 RBIs.
Probably a league leader in a lot of those categories.
Cundiff has been an animal. Ooh. Fastball swung on. Fouled off.
Where did he play ball in college?
He did not. He went to Missouri S&T, and he got so wrapped up in studying thermodynamics that he just got himself an engineering degree. That was that. But he was a standout high school ball player. Went to North Callaway in Kingdom City, Missouri, up off of I-70, and it was very good there. Had a 5.68 OBP, and then he was also a pitcher. So all-district as a senior, 4-time all-conference selection for the North Callaway Thunderbirds.
Oh, no.
Struck out and then a pick. Well, that doesn't matter. There were 2 outs, so...
Oh, no, that was only the second strike, and they just threw behind Trent Simpson.
Oh, they picked him, so it's not a strikeout to Cundiff,
no,
I see. Just a caught stealing. Well, we'll see Cundiff come back in the 5th, but that does get the defense off the board. 5-5. It's like we didn't settle anything.
No, at least it makes for a good baseball game. You just hate to see the last out of a bases loaded situation at third, especially when you got Grant Cundiff up. That is, hopefully that does not burn them.
I was going to say that may be one that the Locos go back and look at later with anguish. We will wait and see. So Tony, yeah, but we'll just keep it right here. Let's talk about tonight. Springfield Metropolitans, Branson Showmen, both teams 2-0. You know, it's going to be a big one. We've seen Eric Smith has been shoving very nicely for your Showmen, and Clay Murphy has been doing a heck of a job on that pitcher's mound for the Metropolitans. So, you know, we were just talking, scoring's up, hits are up, but we've got 2 pitchers who have been shutting down lineups thus far here in 2026.
Yeah, and another interesting storyline that we're going to see for the first time tonight, starting for the Showmen, is a pitcher who actually pitches for the Serbian national team.
Christian Bokic.
We're going to see his maiden voyage in the GRBL this evening. He gets the start for the Showmen. You know, then you see gameplay on Clay Murphy's end. He's saving his arm probably for the latter half. And Kyle Carpenter has also had a lot of success as a lefty, coming in to try and eat as many innings as they can before they hand it off to their ace, that being Clay Murphy. But yeah, in the group text that we had this week, we're light about it, but there's also a tinge of seriousness, as we know. The winner of this one goes undefeated, then more than likely carries the first seed going into the Labor Day break, no matter what happens after next week's game. So yeah, we all know what's at stake, and I think that's kind of neat that you have the 2 teams who are undefeated playing tonight for Baseball Night in the Ozarks, and you as a mastermind of scheduling, it's really neat that these will be the first 2 times that first time for both of these teams to play under the lights.
Yeah, so we've got you know, we know that we do have folks who just consume absolutely everything we put out there because they love the GRBL experience, and that's great. But you know, most fans are either watching a particular player or a particular team. But if you want to pick up GRBL baseball casually, The first 3 weeks of baseball night in the Ozarks are a great way to do that. You can see every team just by watching 3 baseball games on Sunday nights, and then we get ready for August 30th. Something a little different with the way the calendar falls this year. It's 4 games and then a break instead of the old schedule where it was 3 games, then a break, and then 4. It's 4 and 3 this time by, so something a little bit different.
Is that just how the calendar fell?
That is just how it fell. It is an incredibly late Labor Day this year, 2026, man.
As a player, and I think I can speak for a lot of the guys in the league, when you play these first couple weeks, you're so hungry and you want to play as many games as you can. That Labor Day break, it felt like it came prematurely. So I really love the fact that we get 4 games before the break.
So Justin Fruit Snacks Loudon is on to pitch. It is a Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Locos. First batter he will see is Jamar Averyhart. Fruit Snacks, a right-hander sponsored by the Twin Crescent Drive-In in Buffalo, Missouri. He is out of St. Louis Community College, Merrimack. Jamar Averyhart pulls one, and that is just foul. Goodness.
I mean, it's hard without
a dangerous ball.
Without a 3-man crew, and you're depending on the home umpire to get up just in time. And it is hot off that turf still. Even though it is nicer, it's a lot to ask him to look up, be alert, and then also call that correctly, which he did.
So Jamar Averyhart got hit by a pitch last time. He is 2 for 7 on the season. Swung and missed. That's a big pitch for Fruit Snacks, who has struggled with injuries thus far in GRBL Season 11. It is his 9th year of GRBL competition. He will be on the call with me, actually, for baseball night in the Ozarks tonight, so he'll overanalyze your every move, Tony. Something to look forward to. You can get him back right here as he faces Leon Griffith. Starts him off with a bendy breaking ball for a strike. 59. How about the velocity on that?
I know that was a gravity ball.
Leon Griffith sends one the other way into deep right. There's Colton Simons, no worse for the wear. Hauls it in and makes a nice catch on the run.
He's had a lot of work out there today.
Locos need to get this man a break. But that's big for Loudon, and I just saw him go to the back pocket, so I think he just rewarded himself with a little sweet treat there. And yeah, that is no joke. That is where the nickname comes from. Dates back. He started doing that, he said, in 2021 when he was a member of the Moon City Mavericks. There was a league-wide crackdown on gum and seeds and other substances that players have been known to chew on from time to time, and so Justin came up with this idea to carry a big pouch of Welch's Fruit Snacks, and that served him well. Then I think he got a little out of control, because for a while he switched. It was Sour Patch Kids, and then it was Sour Skittles, but he's trying to recover his ERA and his mojo, so he has gone back to the healthier choice, the Welch's Assorted Fruit Snacks, available in original and tropical flavors. They should sponsor us, by the way. It's 1-1 to Austin, or 2-1. Check that, to Austin Kendrick. So yeah, that is very legit. But he carries those in lieu of doing seeds, gum, or other stuff you're not supposed to have on artificial turf. Oh, a little excuse me swing from Kendrick. Tapper up the middle. Carter Rennie had to dig it out, but did so. And what a job by Carter Rennie to solidify a 3-up, 3-down inning worthy of a fruit snack.
They're giving each other some friendly love over there, Fruit Snacks and AK. So yeah, he deserves a little treat after that one.
We'll give it to him. So 5-5 is our score. Ozark Mountain Ducks, Republic Locos knotted up. We will go to the 5th. Go get yourself a snack, then come back for some more GRBL baseball.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
New pitcher for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. A Rapid Roberts pitching change brings in Andrew Patton, Rapid Roberts official fuel partner of the GRBL. Andrew Patton, a rookie from Columbia, Missouri. He's out of Columbia College, 27 years old, has pitched 6 innings, allowing 1 earned run on 4 hits. He has struck out 4 batters. He has walked 2. It's a 1.50 ERA. Taking a look at his stats from the French Second Division with Valchin. He pitched in 19 games, started 18 of those, and he pitched 15 complete games. 110 and 2/3 innings pitched, just 36 earned runs on 73 hits. He struck out 138 batters, walked 64, and hit 9 guys. It's a 2.93 ERA. Grant Cundiff launches one into deep left center field, but Ray Bailey is there for the Mountain Ducks. Cundiff continues to make solid contact. It's the first time he has been retired today. Comes in the 5th inning of this 5-5 ball game. Mountain Ducks and Locos have been engaging in some back and forth. Locos took a 4-0 lead. Mountain Ducks answered with 5 to go ahead in the bottom of the 3rd, and then Republic came back. RBI double by Tanner Kellerstrass in the top of the 4th, put us at 5-5. Fruit Snacks Loudon just worked a 1-2-3 scoreless inning to close out the 4th. So the Locos looking for some more. They've plated runs in 3 of our first 4 innings. The batter here, Carter Rennie, out of Licking, Missouri. Ooh, little inside-out swing, sprayed foul. It's going to be a Bank of Missouri 50-cent foul ball for somebody. So 2-1 rather to Rennie. With 1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball, tapped over the head of the pitcher. The second baseman, Brett Gallion, had to hurry, but hurry he did, and he got the out. Rennie is retired, 2 away. So Andrew Patton trying to pick up the pace a little bit. Mountain Ducks still have their 3+ pitcher designation, as do the Republic Locos, as their starter Jacob Smith pitched 3, so the 3+ is available to both clubs at this juncture. Brock Robbins looked at a strike. Started as the second baseman today. Had a sacrifice fly his last time up. Drew a walk back in the 2nd. Patton's next offering to Robbins is a breaking pitch. No dice. This is swung on, grounded. That's going to get... Oh, no, it doesn't. Gallion dove and stopped it, and then he didn't throw it. But that was a tremendous effort by Gallion to keep that ball from going into right field. It's going to be an infield single for Brock Robbins, and he deserves every bit of that. But goodness, Brett Gallion laying it all on the line. You know, a couple of feet closer to Brett. Might be talking about an out in a tremendous play. Instead, it's a runner for the Locos. So Brock Robbins is on, and he runs the bases well. He represents a go-ahead run. Dave Allen, the batter for Republic. And that is clubbed in the air left field. Jamie Petty tracking that for Ozark. He will make the catch. And the inning is done. So the Locos threatened getting the go-ahead on, but the Mountain Ducks defense comes up big. 5-5 is our score. The bottom of the fifth is coming up on the other side of this break.
Remanufacturing isn't just a process, it's a legacy. From the seasoned hands of our experts to the eager spirit of the new generation, we bridge the gap by bringing together knowledge and innovation. We are one team with diverse experiences. We are moving toward one goal to ensure our future thrives. We are on one mission to pass down wisdom and embrace the new, ensuring the earth flourishes for generations to come. We are CNH Reman.
Justin Loudon, the Republic Locos pitcher, on in relief in a tie ball game. Works for Tracker Marine Group in his hometown of Lebanon, Missouri. Manufacturing recreational fishing boats. A little bit of a Renaissance man. He's picked up some gig work, doing security for some different nighttime establishments at Lake of the Ozarks, earning a little extra ched. And yes, that pouch of fruit snacks in his back pocket is always ready to go. Jamie Petty hops in for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. First offering he sees from Loudon is a breaking ball low, and it's 1-0. So the trick for Loudon is to try to minimize hitters' counts, and he's fallen into one here, 2-0. So last time out, Loudon pitched an inning and a third against the Nixa Suckers, allowing 1 earned run on 2 hits and walking 3 batters. Gave up some unearned runs along the way, as the Locos defense committed a total of 8 errors that day. And when your defense is making errors, it means pitchers are not getting off the field as quickly as they should. Pitch counts go higher than they ought to be. Just can have a domino effect that puts a lot of stress on some arms. This is flown into right field. It's in and out of the glove of the right fielder. So Jamie Petty's going to turn for first, head for second. Tough attempt at a catch on the run, and they're going to score that E9. Puts a man in scoring position. The tying run, or the go-ahead run rather, as a matter of fact, in a 5-5 game. And the man with the power, Brett Gallion, has a chance to put Ozark back on top. He is 2 for 2 today. Watches a breaking pitch catch the outside corner, down and away for a called strike. So Brett Gallion now hitting 600. He's 6 for 10. Just a monstrous start for him that cannot be undersold. The season record for base hits is 18. That is swung on, sent down the left field line. Foul, just foul, by about 6 feet. So Gallion falls behind 1-2. For years, the record stood at 16 hits. It was a record initially put up by Michael Antonio in GRBL Season 2, all the way back in 2017. But that was a record that was tied a total of 6 times. One hop to the second baseman Gutierrez's throw to Dave Allen is in time. Gallion is retired, but it does move Jamie Petty, that go-ahead run, up to third base. And the batter is Andrew Kendrick. Got out by way of the infield fly rule last time. So yeah, Michael Antonio did 16 in 9 games, and then 6 more players would get 16 base hits. So the record was shared 7 ways until Courtney Spitz managed to get 18 base hits over the course of 10 games. And so that is where the record stands. We've had another run to 16. That was a couple years back by Trey Turner. But it takes a lot, you know, when you only play 7 regular season games and most teams get 2, maybe 3 playoff games. If your team is able to go from the eliminators all the way into the championship, you're playing 1 day a week. It's tough to get in a rhythm. A day where you wear the collar will absolutely get magnified. So if you really want to go into one of those type of seasons where you see 16 hits in 8 games, it takes consistent production and performance. Andrew Kendrick pops this one foul. He has now fallen behind 0-2 against Loudon. He was getting Kendrick out on the front foot. Fruit Snacks sets at the chest, comes downhill and fires. Kendrick in the air into right center field. Ranging back and making the catch is the right fielder Colton Simons. We'll see a tag up from Jamie Petty, and the Ozark Mountain Ducks are back in the lead, 6-5. It is a sac fly in the books, and Ozark in front. So nobody on, 2 outs. Seth Connor up for the Mountain Ducks. 34-year-old former minor league farmhand in the Toronto Blue Jays system. Total of 5 years in affiliated pro baseball. Left the minors in 2016 at the age of 24 and then pursued a coaching career. So he did that for 9 years. Finished out on the staff with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Has a World Series ring to show for that, as a matter of fact. But left the coaching staff of the Texas Rangers after the 2025 season. Now lives in Springfield and works for Convoy of Hope, internationally known charitable group. And big draw for him. Had to disclose this on an interview on ESPN Radio on the Morning Drive with Tom and Rob a couple weeks ago. Seth said he had a heart-to-heart conversation with his wife Laura, who told him, you know, you've played a lot of baseball, you've coached a lot of baseball, but your kids have never really seen you play the game. Wouldn't it be cool if they could? And yes, they can. The GRBL makes that happen for dozens of ball players, dozens of dads every year. So Connor draws a walk. Represents an insurance run. And he's on for the center fielder, Ray Bailey. So Ray, Springfield, Missouri native, one of the young guns. Played at Kickapoo High School in Springfield. That is a baseball program that racks up a lot of wins and a lot of successes. Played for Jason Hauser, a Hall of Famer. Had a lot of good teammates through that time as well. The Kickapoo Chiefs send a lot of players onward to different levels of college baseball. Ray took a little bit of a different track. He went to the University of Missouri for academic reasons, but played for the club team just to stay active in the game, and he's back in Springfield. Second year in the grip and rip. Swung at a strike there to fall down 1-2. Loudon comes set. Connor takes off. He's going to have to hurry. The throw to Rennie. Now they've got Connor in the rundown. He's doing a nice job evading. He was trying to point and I think say that Rennie interfered. He's wanting to talk to the umpire. They're not doing that. Connor is called out and they're telling him no. You are not getting any assistance from us. The on-the-field kids race is about to start as Connor is caught stealing, so we'll see Ray Bailey come to the plate again in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 6th is coming your way next, but before the Locos bat, it is quite the GRBL tradition, the kids race on the field, and this happens, it has happened every game so far here in season 11. If we've got enough kids in attendance, yes, indeedy, we will run the race. So the little guys start on the inside, the big guys start on the outside, and everybody makes the dash first to home. You've just got to see it in order to believe it. Back with more Grip and Rip Baseball in a moment.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. The risk of losing your hard-earned money to scams is real, especially the scammers sending out fake communications. And that's why we're talking to our Director of Fraud Mitigation, Corey Gerstenschlager. He's got some good practices to help keep your money safe.
Thank you, Nicole. Yes, often we're seeing that people are being contacted by scammers through text message, phone calls, or emails, posing as legitimate companies or even your bank, trying to persuade you into providing sensitive information like passwords and things of that nature, sometimes even asking you to send them money. If you receive any kind of communication like this and you didn't ask for it, that's a good red flag that it isn't legitimate. So when you have those situations, get an actual number that you trust for that company, call them and verify the accuracy of the information that you're receiving. Good rule of thumb is make sure to check your accounts frequently and report any suspicious activity.
Thanks, Corey. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well.
And the Locos shortstop, Carter Rennie, bringing a very little guy across home plate. He will hand his son back to his wife, Abigail. And Andrew Patton will get back to work on the pitcher's mound for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Yes, kids run the bases. It's not just a one-day-a-week thing like you might see at a minor league park. Kids run the bases pretty much every game here in the GRBL, and we don't even wait till it's over. Yeah, we're going to do it after the 5th inning. Take a break. Enjoy the fresh air. Get some exercise. So Andrew Patton, second inning of work here. He has faced one above minimum so far. Set to face David Gutierrez, Jacob Smith, and Trent Simpson for the Locos. We'll get a look at Tanner Kellerstrass batting if anybody can get on. So 6-5 is our score. Mountain Ducks retake the lead. Jamie Petty reached on an error, and then Andrew Kendrick hit a sacrifice fly. 6-5. David Gutierrez looks down, strike one, a breaking ball at 68 miles per hour. So Gutierrez, thought about it and did not. And we're even 1-1. Hit by pitch and a single today. So David is now 3 for 6. Pretty fair start. Grounder to the shortstop. Seth Connor fires across for the Mountain Ducks, and he gets Gutierrez by a step. This is the 10 spot in the order. It is not Jacob Smith. This is Justin Loudon. The pitcher should have known this was coming. And Justin Loudon, career 20 of 64. 3 of those hits are doubles. He's also walked 6 times, been hit twice. So career OBP is at 389. That's not bad. Loudon out in front of an off-speed pitch there, a swinging strike, and we're even 1-1. Patton throwing the breaking stuff, and Loudon's been over the top of it twice now. It is 1-2. Next offering, that's a fastball. Got him on strikes. So 2 down. It is back to the top of the order. Locos send up their leadoff man, the center fielder Trent Simpson. Sponsored by January Social Company. Trent, father of 2. He's got girls. Welcomed a new one, as a matter of fact, this past off season. So he said, you know, I'm probably getting more sleep than I deserve at this phase. Tell you what, he's seeing the baseball okay. That's a grounder up the middle. The second baseman for the Mountain Ducks, Brett Gallion, got there, and he got the throw to Austin Kendrick in time. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Andrew Patton comes at a nice time for the Mountain Ducks, as they are nursing a 6-5 advantage. Also good to see Alex Bird off the bench for Ozark. He just caught that inning with Andrew Patton as his battery mate. So try to get, you know, Alex Bird has been out of the lineup for Ozark largely. But when he can go, he is certainly one of the league's top catchers. So good to see that. Back with more Grip and Rip baseball. Bottom of the 6th is next. Ozark leads Republic 6-5.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Justin Loudon back to the pitcher's mound for a 3rd inning of work. He is sponsored by the Twin Crescent Drive-In in Buffalo, Missouri. Yes, a drive-in movie theater in this century. It does happen. Got a lot of great shows. Go check them out. Their social media channel lets you know what's showing. Just a good time, a wholesome time up in Dallas County, the Twin Crescent. Mountain Ducks sending up 4, 5, 6 in the 6th. So Ray Bailey, Andrew Patton, Jordan Hicks, the scheduled hitters. Although I don't see Jordan Hicks, I do see Alex Bird up with a helmet on his head and a bat in his hand, leading me to believe it's going to be the Birdman batting 3rd this inning for Ozark. First things first, it's Ray Bailey. He was batting last inning when Seth Connor was caught stealing. So this is his 2nd look at Justin Loudon. Sorta. All counts as 1 plate appearance. But Loudon comes back, breaking ball. That evens us up 1-1. So he's been going away to the left-hander. Counts even. 1-run ball game. Ray Bailey puts one in the air into right. Simon's running in, and he will get there. It's a sliding grab for the Locos right fielder, who's had an up and down day. That time the speed was up, and Colton Simons came down with it. 1 away. Well, Andrew Patton has had himself an interesting game. inside the park home run in the third inning. At the time, made it 5-4 in Ozark's favor. He has since come on to pitch in defense of what is now a 6-5 advantage for the Mountain Ducks. He's down here 0-1 after a swinging strike. Make it 1-1 as Loudon misses low. Don't forget tonight, baseball night in the Ozarks. The Branson Showmen, the Springfield Metropolitans. Kyle Carpenter, a left-hander, will be the starter for Springfield against Christian Bokic, making his GRBL debut tonight for the Showmen. So both teams, it would seem, in the primetime game, saving their aces back for the late stages. 2-1 now. Oh, Andrew Patton swung out of his cleats at a 67-mile-per-hour pitch from Loudon. We're back even. And then Loudon missed that one inside. That loads the count. Andrew Patton, 5 for 10. Probably in the conversation in early Rookie of the Year balloting. Draws a walk that time. He is on with one out. And it is not Jordan Hicks. It will be Alex Bird. So the Ozark catcher entered as a defensive sub. Coming up here, this is just his third plate appearance of 2026. 0 for 2. Swings and grounds this one to the second baseman. Gutierrez flips for one. Throw over from Keller Strauss to Dave Allen. Shortstop to first is in time. It's a 4-6-3 double play by the Locos. Gutierrez to Keller Strauss to Allen. And they will get off the field. Could be decision time if we're going to see Justin Loudon go 3+ for Republic, or will they make a change in the stretch inning? First, we will see the Republic Locos come to bat. They will do so in the top of the 6th, trailing the Ozark Mountain Ducks 6-5.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Was a little bit sleepy at the start, but business has picked up. We got a 6-5 burner here after 6 innings. Ozark Mountain Ducks sending out Andrew Patton, right-hander from Columbia, Missouri. 3rd inning of work for him, protecting a 1-run lead. Republic sending up top part of the order. They will go 2, 3, 4 here. So Tanner Keller-Strauss, Creed Smiley, Colton Simons, and the red-hot Grant Cundiff, if somebody can get on for him. Alex Bird behind the plate for the Mountain Ducks. They've got Andrew Kendrick at 3rd. Still Seth Connor at shortstop. Brett Gallion at 2nd. We've got Leon Griffith playing first base now. And the outfield is Jamie Petty, Ray Bailey, and Jamar Avery Hart. Tanner Kellerstrass, sponsored by Martino Training Systems, tried to tee off on an Andrew Patton slider. Instead, came up empty, 0-1. That is swung on and pulled. That will be foul down the left field line. So 0-2 coming up here for Tanner Kellerstrass. Andrew Patton went at him with the heat. That is swung on and popped. That is way high, way back. I was waiting for it to hit the roof, and it did not. So that ball had enough carry, I guess, to get behind the press box. But I was expecting to hear a loud thunk, and there was none. Another 0-2. Oh, that hit him right on the cheek, and I'm not talking about his face. That's tough for when you're the pitcher. Andrew Patton worked to get ahead of a dangerous hitter in Kellerstrass. You're in that 0-2 position, and then that happens. So Kellerstrass is on for Creed Smiley, who is 0 for 2 today, got with a hit by pitch. He's sponsored by BJ's Trophy. And a hit and run attempt stifled by a Smiley foul ball. BJ's Trophy does all the work on the Howard Bell Trophy, the GRBL championship. It's BJ's that takes care of the base and does all the work, etching each player's name on it after every championship season. They make all the plates. It's a proud tradition in the GRBL, the Howard Bell Trophy. It's part of the league's new logo that debuted at the start of this season. And the base of the bell bears the name of each player who has won it. Smiley hops back in, following a check throw attempt. Patton's pitch, breaking ball, slider for a strike. 1-2. Guess more of slurve than slider from Patton. It's got some up and down to it as well. Now time is called no pitch. What is that about? I do not know. Well, whatever that was, Smiley is back in. Believe it is 1-2. Ooh, swung and fouled that one off. Now it's definitely 1-2. Patton comes set from just above the belt, brings that home. Smiley thought about reaching and did not, and then a sweep tag attempt. Griffith on Kellerstrass, who's now putting up the Dukes. Felt like maybe Leon threw a tag with ulterior motives. So we'll do a 2-2 here. And that is a called strike 3. Smiley thought it was tight. He's walking away shaking his head. Instead, he goes down looking for the first out. And the batter will be Colton Simons. You know what, Leon Griffith versus Tanner Kellerstrass would be a pretty good tussle, I think. You're about in the same weight class. Probably give Kellerstrass a slight reach advantage. Kellerstrass takes off. Simons lifts this one. That's going to be shallow for the shortstop. Then Seth Connor is going to try to throw. He will not get TK, who slides back safely at first. But that was a dangerous play for the Locos, trying a hit and run. Instead, a pop-up into shallow left, fielded by the shortstop. Almost a double play ball. And the Locos are pinch hitting here. This is Ravani Rosalia, sponsored by Millsap Farms, hitting in the stead of Grant Cundiff. So Rosalia from Willemstad, Curacao, now lives in Ozark, Missouri. Looked at a called strike there. Graduate of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago, Illinois. Has a master's degree. He was a music teacher, but now he's a farmer. He grows produce and raises egg-laying hens. Not happy with that called strike on the inner half. Nonetheless, he has fallen behind Andrew Patton. 0-2. Patton trying to punch his way to the 7th inning stretch. This is swung on and chopped. Patton off the mound. He will field it cleanly. The throw over to first in time, and the Mountain Ducks get off the field unscathed. 6-5 is the score. The Ozark Mountain Ducks on top of the Republic Locos. We are at the 7th inning stretch. It's sponsored by Centerstone, parent company of Burrell Behavioral Health, providing quality behavioral health care, changing lives.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burrell Behavioral Health.
In a world that requires us to be in constant motion, we can focus on moving our bodies in ways that restore us instead of deplete us. Let's listen to our bodies and briefly stretch in ways that fit what we need. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale out as you gently stretch your neck, your shoulders, or your arms. We deserve to build physical rest into our daily routines.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
I started working at SRC in 2018, very team driven, and everybody has a place, everybody has a role. Being an employee owner is just more than just being an employee and just being a number. You actually have a voice, and you actually use that voice. The opportunity is the sky. I feel like anything you want to be, you can be. You just have to, you gotta have the gotta wanna attitude. My name is Shamari, and I'm an owner of SRC.
It's a Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Republic Locos. He's had a pretty eventful game, so why not have some more fun? Colton Simons on to pitch with the Locos trailing the Ozark Mountain Ducks 6-5. Simons from Shadow Ridge High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. He's sponsored by Inkburst Studios and by The Dugout. 2 innings of work for Simons here in GRBL Season 11. He has allowed 1 earned run on 1 hit, struck out 3, walked 4. Taking a look back, he had a 4.15 ERA for the Locos a season ago across 4 1/3 innings. 2 earned runs on 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit batsman. So Simons typically works as a short reliever. And with him coming on here in the 7th, the Locos still have that 3+ designation. But that is the end of the day pitching for Justin Loudon, who allowed 1 run, but it was not earned. He did not allow a base hit. He walked 2 batters and struck out 1. But that is a nice rebound for Justin Fruit Snacks Loudon after struggling with some injuries. He's staying in the game. He's playing first base. Locos have Chris Mesa over at third. They're using Tanner Kellerstrass at short. David Gutierrez at second. It is Ravani Rosalia, Trent Simpson, and I believe that's Dave Allen out there in right. It is. Jamar Averyhart's the batter for the Mountain Ducks. He is down 0-1. Avery Hart bunts this one into play on the right side. Simons off the mound, and yeah, snagged that and then made the flip to Fruit Snacks on the run to get the out. 1 down. Bring up Leon Griffith for Ozark. Austin Kendrick is in the on-deck circle. Mountain Ducks with a 1-run lead is sort of nursing it along here on the downside of the 7th inning stretch. This game about 7 minutes past the 2-hour mark. Breaking ball catches the outer half for a strike. Simons throws another curve. That one misses high. Even 1-1. Well, we talked earlier in the previous game about relationships between pitchers and catchers. This Locos battery has a good one. Creed Smiley, Colton Simons have done a lot of coaching together at the youth level. On top of that, they just like each other. These guys are very close friends, both in baseball and away from the game. That helps. Simons misses high. You know, he's trusting Smiley, who just hopped up to tell him something from distance there. So he's going to trust his catcher. The trick for Simons in this type of short relief role that he is in is to just trust his stuff. Go at these Ozark batters. And also trust that the other 7 guys on the field are going to do their thing. It's been a bit of a struggle for the Republic Locos this season. However, it is the best way forward for the club. It's hard to win baseball games if somebody doesn't do some glove work once in a while. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Griffith. Check that. That was a 3-2. He walked him. Misread the scoreboard. Apologies there. So 1 out, 1 on. Big opportunity here for Austin Kendrick. He is 1 for 2 today with a double. AK, the player manager of the Ozark Mountain Ducks. He has been a player manager in this league since its 2nd season. A GRBL original through and through. So at the end of this year, it will be 11 complete seasons, 10 of them as a player manager. He's an assistant principal at Branson High School in Branson, Missouri by day. And now a chat with the battery boys. Creed Smiley out to say something inspirational to his mound man Colton Simons, who has fallen behind Kendrick 1-0. Yeah, Austin part of the inaugural GRBL championship. He was on the roster for Grip and Rip Black. That was back when the league just had 4 teams, and they were named for colors rather than anything clever. Won the Howard Bell Trophy in 2020 with the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Whew. Little brushback pitch there makes it 2-0. Austin now with 46 hits in his GRBL career, inching toward that half-century mark that is used to measure long-term greatness in this league. That is popped. It is coming down fast into right field, and it is down on the turf. Griffith slides in safely. That Texas leaguer from Austin Kendrick gets a little something going, and it moves a man into scoring position. And yes, that is being scored as a base hit. Would have taken, I mean, David Gutierrez made a spectacular effort to get there. I think it would have taken something equally spectacular for him to actually hang on to the ball. So here is Jamie Petty. I think that was a case where he was about, I mean, he was close, but close does not count in baseball. He's about a step and a half shy of hauling that in off the bat of Austin Kendrick. So 6-5 the score for the moment. Mountain Ducks with runners on first and second, 1 out. Jamie Petty, the Sam's Club store manager, is the batter. That is down. Petty looked at a strike there. He went to Three Rivers College, that is in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, in the southeastern portion of the state. It's Missouri over there, actually. That has flown deep to right. Allen is back. That ball is off the wall. Jamie Petty with an extra base hit. It's going to score at least one insurance run for the Mountain Ducks, who now lead 7-5. Jamie Petty, RBI, base hit. A double off the wall. 7-5 now. And more importantly for the Mountain Ducks, sets up second and third for Brett Gallion, who is 2 for 3 today. 6 for 11 on the campaign. Grounder back to the pitcher. Simons with it. Looked down the runner Kendrick at third, and he will get Gallion over there at first. Runners have to stay put. Locos with 2 outs now. Andrew Kendrick, sacrifice fly last time. Out to right. With one swing, he could knock the score wide open. Breaking ball in, ball 1. Andrew Kendrick played college baseball at Youngstown State, and at the time he graduated, 2018, he held the Penguins' record for career home runs with 30. 17 of those came his junior year, another 13 as a senior. Played in a total of 156 games. Scored at 24 runs, drove in 24 runs his senior year over the course of 55 games. And at that time, Youngstown State kind of struggled to win a lot of games, but Kendrick was a bright spot. And he was just a year gone from college when he played his first fall in the Grip and Rip League in 2019. 12 hits that year. And this is the triumphant return of Andrew Kendrick back to Missouri from Ohio. Back with his brother Austin and back in the GRBL. Pulls this one, and that is a fair ball. It's down the left field line. Austin Kendrick will score. Jamie Petty coming around. It is now 9-5. Andrew Kendrick, a 2 RBI double. Down the left field line it went. And the Mountain Ducks have stretched the lead back out to 4. It's a nice patient approach from Kendrick, waiting, swinging on one, driving it. He'll take his 2 RBIs. And he will also hang out in scoring position for Seth Connor. He's got 2 RBIs in this game. Sniffing for more right here, right now. Looked at a strike there. So Connor has reached safely in all 3 of his plate appearances tonight. Hit by pitch, a 2 RBI single to center field, and then a walk. Down here 0-1, Colton Simons from the first base side of that pitching rubber. Spiked that one. Just on top of home plate. Don't forget, coming up tonight, 6 o'clock, the 2-0 Springfield Metropolitans, the 2-0 Branson Showmen baseball night in the Ozarks. The last 2 unbeaten teams in the GRBL collide. Breaking ball hooks nicely into the strike zone from the hand of Colton Simons. They went off speed again. Connor pulls that one. It's foul. Just shy of third base. So Connor hopping in 1-2. Former 2010 41st round pick by the Toronto Blue Jays. This is flared, tailing it down. That is foul just outside the right field line. So we will take a moment to reset. Take a moment to thank the sponsor of streaming coverage of Grip and Rip Baseball, wall to wall, all season long. It is Central Bank of the Ozarks. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Central Bank has been with the league for a long time. Pretty much ever since, honestly, since we launched live streaming in Season 3. Very grateful for that partnership and for the contributions Central Bank of the Ozarks makes to help bring you Grip and Rip Baseball live and free on our YouTube channel each and every Sunday. We appreciate everyone who makes GRBL Baseball part of their Sunday entertainment experience. There's a catch off the net. Smiley did indeed catch it, but they're calling foul ball. Smiley unsuccessfully lobbying. But yeah, the baseball was definitely in the net before he was able to trap it. It's impressive, but that is not what one could classify as a foul out there. So Seth Connor still in it, 1-2. Simon's pitch is down. It's 2-2. So Seth had a pro batting average across 5 seasons of .244. He had 141 hits and 579 at-bats across 187 games. 76 of those games were played as a catcher. That is to the third baseman, Chris Mesa, who had to make a huge throw, and then Justin Loudon tried to throw back to third base. Baseball did not agree with him going from the mitt to the throwing hand, and so that's going to set up first and third for the Mountain Ducks. Connor is on safe. Andrew Kendrick, the runner who moved up to third. And the batter will be Ray Bailey. So 2 outs, 2 men on. Second base presently unoccupied. I have to think Seth Connor will make a dash for it. Bailey pulls this one. It's up the middle. It's through. Kendrick's going to score for the Mountain Ducks. Connor rounding second and going for third. Simpson's going to try to gun it. It will not get there in time. Ball got away. Simon's back to the throw. So Connor stays put at third, but it does allow Ray Bailey to go up and take second base. It's an RBI single for Bailey. It is a 10-5 ball game. Second and third now for Andrew Patton. That inside the park home run he hit back in the third almost a distant memory now, but it certainly counted big for the Mountain Ducks at that time. So he pushed them out to what was a 5-4 advantage. Since that time, Ozark has outscored the Locos 5-1. That is put in the air right field. David Allen makes a last-second adjustment, hauls in the catch, gets the out for the Locos, and that ends the 7th inning, but not before Ozark has another big one. 4 runs go on the board in the inning. RBIs for Jamie Petty, Andrew Kendrick, and Ray Bailey. So 10-5 is the score. Mountain Ducks lead the Locos. The 8th inning is coming up after this.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank, we do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Our score, Ozark Mountain Ducks out in front of the Republic Locos. This has been feast or famine for Ozark, but when they have feasted, it's been nice. 5 runs in the 3rd inning, and then 4 go on the board in the 7th. RBI doubles from both Jamie Petty and Andrew Kendrick, and then an RBI single off the bat of Ray Bailey, tacked on run number 10. So the Mountain Ducks in shape, and they are sending Andrew Patton back to the hill. So as we thought might happen, the 3+ inning designation being used on this rookie from Columbia, Missouri, who played overseas in France, back on American soil, back to dealing. So Patton will continue to work. He can pitch the 8th, he can pitch the 9th. If the Locos come back and the game goes to extra innings, then Ozark would have to make a change for the 10th. But I'm sure the game plan is for Patton to keep shoving and for the Mountain Ducks to win this thing in 9 innings. Chris Mesa coming to scratch for the Republic Locos. He is pinch hitting here in the 10 spot, or in the 6 spot rather. Where's number 19 from Chicago, Illinois? Played junior college baseball at the College of DuPage in Chicagoland. That is swung on, a towering shot out to center field. Ray Bailey tracks that and hauls that in for the Mountain Ducks. 1 away. It was a loud out off the bat of Chris Mesa. Batter will be Brock Robbins. So Robbins, construction worker, he's a rookie from Republic, Missouri. Coaches some youth ball, I believe the 10U level. He's got an RBI today by way of the sac fly. He is officially 1 for 1 with a walk for good measure as well. So Brock's been a contributor. I think he would like to just solidly mash one out into the outfield for this plate appearance. Swings and grounds this one left side. Andrew Kendrick, the third baseman, up with it for the Ducks. Throw was high. Leon Griffith came down with it anyway, and then made a fantastic adjustment to get the out for Ozark. So Andrew Kendrick got bailed out a little bit there from Griffith, but it ends in a 5-3 ground out. It's a big play there. So here's David Allen. Runs drilling equipment at his day job. Takes core samples, rock samples. Grounder at third base side. Kendrick's throw. Looks like the throw was in time. The question was the foot on the bag? No call. Are they saying foul ball? They're saying foul ball. Okay. So yeah, Dave Allen works for a geotechnical engineering firm. So says, yeah, get outside and get dirty all day. It's not bad if you like getting outside and getting dirty every day. Nothing in one. Sure, he's enjoyed the 86-degree temperatures here today at Meador Park in Springfield after triple-digit heat indices last couple of weeks. We're back down to 82, mostly cloudy now. Cloud cover coming in, and we will see increasing clouds as the night goes on. Barometer holding steady, so I am optimistic that a pop-up shower is not going to happen. Nothing in two. A little hesitation on the kick from Andrew Patton. It's a strikeout. So Patton with 3 strikeouts, and he goes 3 up, 3 down against the Locos in the 8th. Bottom of the 8th is next. Mountain Ducks lead the Locos 10-5. Back right after this.
At Inkburst Studios, we create custom apparel with unmatched quality and craftsmanship. We specialize in premium DTF printing that melts seamlessly into any fabric, delivering vibrant color, incredible durability, and a smooth, soft finish that looks as good as it feels. Bold prints, superior quality, built with purpose. InkburstStudios.com.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
Own Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com. So Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Republic Locos. Dave Allen has come on in relief of Colton Simons. He'll be the 4th pitcher the Locos used today. So Dave Allen, by day, blue-collar worker in geotechnical engineering, operates a drill rig, taking concrete samples, rock samples, ground samples. But out here, he's really found it. This is his 2nd year in the Grip and Rip, first year pitching, and he's had some success for the Locos. Throws 4 or 5 different pitches, actually, 2 different fastballs, 4-seam and a 2. He's got a slider, a curve, and a split finger is also in the arsenal. I think the trick for him, like it is for a lot of pitchers who try to throw a lot of different balls, is to settle into the outing, find out what's working and what's not, and then keep dancing with what's working. So Allen, 3 innings pitched in 2026. He's allowed 5 earned runs. Has the odd distinction of having not given up a hit yet. So he'll try to avoid one too many free passes in this outing. Alex Bird is the batter for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Alex, in his third year in the league, he has played for the championship winning team in each of his first 2 seasons. He was 8 for 27 with Moon City a season ago, had a .367 on base percentage. He has also caught some of the hardest throwers this league has had. Trey Turner and Tyler Abma among them. Ahead here 2-1. And that one bounces, gets through the wickets of the catcher Creed Smiley to the backstop. Alex Bird draws the free pass. He is on for Jamar Avery Hart from Trine University. Works in human resources. Allen tried a curveball that time. It was below the zone, 1-0. Allen sets up from the chest. Slider, no, high. So Locos fans turned out in big numbers. Probably were loving life when the score was 4-0 in the early going. Probably a little displeased that the game's turned over. 10-5 our score in the Mountain Ducks' favor. Avery Hart has worked ahead, 3-0. Runner at first for the Mountain Ducks is Bird. And Allen bounces one. Avery Hart takes a walk, so back-to-back walks. Bird and Avery Hart are on for Leon Griffith Jr. Virginia Beach, Virginia is what he calls his hometown. And we're seeing the commissioner out to have a chat with the plate umpire about something. That's interesting. Tony Lewis delivering a message to the plate umpire, Roberto Valdez. I would imagine that might have something to do with timing. As this one started at 3:07, which would mean we can't start a new inning after 5:52, I do believe. We're at 5:43. This is a fly ball off the bat of Griffith into right field. Colton Simons has it for the Locos. Makes the catch. A tag by Bird, and he will run second to third, and he is safe. So 1 down. Runners are at the corners now for Austin Kendrick. And AK having a nice day swinging the bat. He's collected the 46th and 47th base hits of his career. A double in the third, a Texas leaguer to right field in the 7th. So 2 for 3 on the day. AK watches ball 1 go by, and then runner Avery Hart still second. And you might, if you watch a lot of Major League Baseball, you might be wondering why are they stealing bases in the 8th inning when they're up by 5, and that's because a lead out here in the GRBL is not as safe as it might be in affiliated minor league baseball. Plus, GRBL players get 1 game a week, period. That's it. Might as well try your best. The 0-1 is in the dirt, blocked by Smiley. Ball and a strike now. We are at the turnover time. A lot of fans have filled in anticipation of what's next. Coming up tonight, baseball night in the Ozarks. Branson Showman, Springfield Metropolitans, the last two unbeaten clubs in the league, about to do battle. But first, Austin Kendrick grounds right side. Brock Robbins up with it for the Locos. His throw to Justin Loudon's in time, and Alex Bird scores to make it 11-5. So Kendrick, ground ball to the right side, taps home another runner. It'll be the fourth plate appearance for Jamie Petty. RBI double to right center field his last time up. Watches a breaking ball dip into the zone for a called strike. Petty has also walked and reached on an error today. That is swung on, grounded up the middle. Shortstop Kellerstrass has it for the Locos. His throw to Allen in time, and the 8th inning is done. So Mountain Ducks put up another run, stretching the lead out to 6. 11-5 is the score. Back with more Grip and Rip baseball in just a moment.
Hey folks, this is Curtis Millsap from Millsap Farms here in Springfield. We'd love to welcome you out to the farm. Stop by our self-serve farm stand for fresh eggs, pasture-raised meats, seasonal produce, flowers, raw honey, kombucha, and plenty of other local favorites. Or catch us each week at the Farmers Market of the Ozarks with sweet corn, watermelons, cantaloupe, cherry tomatoes, and so much more. Want to enjoy the best of what we're growing and making all season long? Join our CSA. Customize your share with vegetables, herbs, pasture-raised meats, artisan sourdough bread, and a variety of other farm favorites picked to fit your family's table. Then on Thursday evenings, come gather with us for pizza night. Wood-fired pizza featuring the season's harvest, live music, and a fun evening under the Ozark sky. Visit millsapfarms.com or follow Millsap Farms on Facebook to learn more. Sign up for our grocery subscriptions or reserve your spot for pizza night. Millsap Farms, good food, good people, and a place to gather. We'll see you soon.
To 5 is the score. Ozark Mountain Ducks lead the Republic Locos. Republic down to its final 3 outs. It'll be David Gutierrez, followed by Justin Loudon, and then Trent Simpson. Tanner Kellerstrass would get another chance if we get there. He's been swinging a nice bat tonight, 2 for 2 with an RBI. But Republic has got to get the train going at full speed pronto, beginning with David Gutierrez, who is 1 for 2. Well, there's a hit by pitch. Second time he's been hit by a pitch tonight. So Gutierrez gets on the hard way here in the top of the 9th. And the native of Managua, Nicaragua, may opt to take off. We'll see what sort of level of aggression we're going to see. Justin Loudon, now 20 of 65 for his career. He is 0 for 1 today. Was 3 for 10 in limited plate appearances with the Showman a season ago. There's a throw down to second, and they got him. Alex Bird with the throw to Brett Gallion of the Mountain Ducks, and they get Gutierrez. That's a beauty. I mean, Gutierrez got a good jump, and he runs well, but Alex Bird threw better. So 1-0 with 1 out. Loudon swings and grounds this one to the shortstop, Connor. Across to Austin Kendrick in time, 2 away. Locos now down to their final out. And Andrew Patton on the mound in his 5th inning of work, maxing out the output here, trying to get it done for the Mountain Ducks. Trent Simpson is the batter, watches a 77-mile-per-hour fastball dip below the zone, 1-0. Simpson sponsored by January Social Company. Patton's next pitch swung on and missed. We're back even at 1. Fielders straight away and deep for the Mountain Ducks. There's a breaking ball. That's on the outer half to the left-handed Simpson for a called strike. And the Mountain Ducks, Andrew Patton, looking to finish here to bring the club to 2-1. Simpson instead spoils it. That's into center field. Base hit. Locos were down to their final strike, and Trent Simpson, perennial all-star that he is, singles into center field, and we keep going. Opportunity knocking for Tanner Kellerstrass. He's sponsored by Martino Training Systems. He is now 5 for 10, hitting .500 on his sophomore campaign. He had 9 hits for Moon City a season ago. So the career total for TK now at 14. He is on pace to smash what he did in 2025. This is swung on, pops. That's well foul. First base side. That is probably in the parking lot. A 1-1 for Kellerstrass. Very peculiar batting stance. Keeps the legs still and then sort of rocks the torso as the pitcher comes set and begins to deliver. Whatever works for you, though. 2-1. Patton deals. Kellerstrass swings, and the Locos again down to their final strike. Be deuces wild for number 13, Tanner Kellerstrass. Runner at first is Simpson. 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 9th. Andrew Patton sets up. Full step and a delivery. Kellerstrass reaches out and pokes it. It's into right. Jamar Avery Hart is there, and the Mountain Ducks win the ball game 11-5. Your final score: Ozark improves to 2-1. Republic Locos fall to 0-3, and Andrew Patton shuts the door. He finished off this game 5 consecutive shutout innings. He gave up 2 hits. He hit 2 batters. He struck out 3. Didn't walk anybody. 5 goose eggs go on the board, and the Mountain Ducks win this thing 11-5. You know, when you score 11 runs, it kind of goes without saying that you get at least some sort of production from just about everybody in the lineup, and the Mountain Ducks certainly did that. We see a total of 4 runs batted in for Andrew Kendrick. Seth Connor had a couple of RBIs. Ray Bailey got 1. Andrew Patton hit an inside the park home run. And Jamie Petty hit an RBI double in the late stages of this game. We're going to do 2 elite promotions, elite performers of the game, because what do you do when you can't pick one? It's the old adage, when in doubt, cop out. So we're going to go with 2 elite promotions, elite performers of the game. This will be shared between Andrew Patton and Andrew Kendrick for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Patton for the 5 scoreless innings, plus the inside the park home run. And then Andrew Kendrick, his 2 RBI double in the 7th, put the Mountain Ducks up 9-5. That was a dagger. Andrew Kendrick is your second Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game. A total of 4 RBIs on the day, and he did a little pitching as well. So 2 Elite Promotions Elite Performers of the game for the Mountain Ducks. It's the Andrews, Andrew Patton and Andrew Kendrick. We will break it all down for you very quickly, give you some post-game coverage, some league standings, and get you set up for what's coming up later tonight on Baseball Night in the Ozarks. That is all coming at you next on the other side of this break. Back with more Grip and Rip baseball from Meador Park in just a moment. Rance Burger back live at Meador Park in Springfield, Missouri, where the Ozark Mountain Ducks are winners 11-5. They defeat the Republic Locos. Mountain Ducks move to 2-1. Pleased to be joined by Jamie Petty from the Ozark Mountain Ducks. And Jamie, it was you coming up in the 7th inning, delivering an RBI double, made the score 7-5. That would be what stood up as the game-winning run. Just talk me through that sequence, that plate appearance, and what unfolded for you there.
Yeah, I think just finally getting to see the ball. Changed up the bat today from the previous games. Went to a 34-inch instead of a 32, and just seeing the ball a whole lot better today, and putting the ball in play, and things happen from there.
Swinging the big boy bat,
yes, sir.
The 34. So tell me about, because I know you were a guy who this is your first year in the GRBL,
yes,
and first of all, how long had it been since you played some baseball before week 1?
So probably the last time I actually played was in 2007 down in Three
wow.
Rivers, down in Poplar Bluff. Yeah, so it's been a little bit.
Okay. So tell me about the preparation. 19 years later, you decide, I'm going to do what now?
Yeah. So I just I found out about this year actually. I'm kind of bummed that I just found out about it after the 11th year, and but had a connection from another team, and I was like, why not? I'm almost 40 years old, and I still feel like I got a little bit left in the tank, and why not? So it's been fun so far. The guys are great.
That RBI double said you got a little more than a little left. I think you got a pretty fair bit left. So, yeah, tell me about that. Just coming in and after being away from the game, being in a baseball dugout for the first time in a while. Yeah. All of a sudden, you've got about 13 new friends, and somewhere along the way, you have to figure out how to make a baseball team out of it.
Yeah, definitely. I love just being in the environment with these guys. A lot of energy there. Coming out here and just playing on a familiar field that I'm with. I played here a long time ago, and just coming out here with these guys has been really, really fun for me. So.
Well, let's welcome in Andrew Kendrick, who did a little bit of everything today, including pitching, but hitting the ball. That's going to be the reason why you're up here today, Andrew. Again, 7th inning was a big one for you guys. We saw Jamie hit that RBI double. That do anything for your confidence as you stepped in there and then mashed one down the line into left field?
Yeah, I think once you get everything going a little bit as a team, momentum is a big player in baseball. So, especially when you get something going in the bottom of the lineup, later in the game, it just carries over into the top of the lineup, and that just kind of showed today as we kept it going, throughout the lineup.
We've seen you guys. You were down 6 to Moon City in the opener, came back and won that one. So, a 4-run deficit. That's but a light snack for the 2026 Ozark Mountain Ducks. But talk me through what the mood was like at the time when it was a 4-0 ball game in the early stages.
Yeah, I think nobody really worries in our dugout. Like you said, opening day we came back in that 9th inning, so no one's really fretting early in the game. But as we go along, we know we got to have good at bats, make good plays. It's a long game, so just keep your head down, keep battling. We're eventually going to break through, especially with our lineup.
Tell me a little bit about Andrew Kendrick, the pitcher, because I like to think of myself as being a pretty good preparation guy, and I was not prepared to see you go up there and toe the rubber as you've done in the last couple of weeks.
Last time I pitched was probably when I was like 12 years old, so there's no stats officially on.
Well, that would explain why I didn't find anything.
Exactly. No, but it's I told Austin before the season that if he needs me, I don't have a lot of pitches, but I have best pitch I have is a strike, so I can go throw it over the plate. And if it gets out, it gets out. If it gets hit, it gets hit. But that's really all I try to do when I go up there.
You guys are 2-1. We will see you back here next Sunday, August 30th. You got the 3 o'clock game again against the Springfield Metropolitans, non-divisional. But I'm sure, 2-1's got to feel a lot better than 1-2 or what the alternatives could have been. So. Just going forward, what do the Ozark Mountain Ducks need to do to string one together?
Yeah, I think we just keep playing the ball that we're playing and just feed off of the last game and, take a win and take a bat each time and continue forward with that and feed off of each other. It's the biggest thing we can do, hype it up.
Yeah, I think the thing that's kind of shot us in the foot a little bit this year is the big innings. So as long as we, avoid the big innings and keep everything in front of us, control what we can control, that's going to be what's big for our team.
Andrew, before we let you go, got to ask, because I know it's been about 6 years, how is it being on the same team and having your brother Austin as a manager once again?
It's awesome. We're pretty far in age, so we never actually got to play on the same team.
Yeah.
And we got those couple of games back in, I think, 2019 together, and it was really fun. But I told my wife, I said, I don't know if it's more pressure throwing from third base with my older brother on the end of it or if there's less pressure. So, but it's really fun. It's been great to be out here, and I hope he gets, keeps playing, while we're back here. So.
How much do you think your mom Sherry is enjoying this season?
I think she's having a good time. My dad, on the other hand, I think his heart's beating a little bit harder than it usually is. So.
Well, very good. I'll leave it to you guys to figure out how Thanksgiving dinner is going to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. Well, thank you guys so much, Jamie Petty, Andrew Kendrick. Mountain Ducks get a win today, 11-5. So that's going to chase us. We got to get ready for baseball night in the Ozarks. Springfield and Branson set to collide in the battle of the last 2 GRBL unbeatens. I'd like to say a big thank you to the Commissioner Tony Lewis for stopping by. He's one of our executive producers. Also have to say a big thank you to executive producer Harrison Waters. And today's director of this game broadcast has been Derek Saiko. I have been Rance Berger. I'm back to bring you baseball night in the Ozarks after a quick timeout. And for those of you wanting to see more of the Locos and the Mountain Ducks, we'll catch you next week. Ozark's got the 3 o'clock game against Springfield. Locos will be back in action at 6 o'clock against the Moon City Mavericks. But until then, thanks for joining us. Thank you to Central Bank of the Ozarks for making this broadcast possible. And just thank you, wherever you are, for enjoying Grip and Rip baseball. Good afternoon from Springfield, Missouri.